on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped. On the strip.
What up?
Yeah.
Broadway Show Podcast. Broadway and Paul Clark, and I'm your host.
Yeah.
Broadway the big homie.
Yeah.
This is my nigga. This is Paul Clark.
I was in your bushes, looking through your window. I put 2 pregnant roaches on your windowsill. They about in your house right about now. If I gotta deal with roaches, y'all do too.
Man, gotta say.
We don't got roaches. Well, I don't. I let Tim spend the night last night.
Did you? Hold on. Behind the scenes, without him, there's no us. My man Playboy.
What up?
The hustler.
He ain't the same without his Whoppers and his lemon heads. He came with a big ass movie thing box of Whoppers.
Yeah.
He ain't supposed to eat sugar, but he got sugar.
Definitely sugar. Is it in your tank?
Oh! For me, when you did that, that reminded me of Men in Black when the dude come up in the house and shit with his wife. He was like, sugar! More sugar! Like that's what you do, just pound your face with the sugar. I'm gonna start smacking it out of his hand.
That motherfucker, I done seen that motherfucker play everything.
Yeah.
Retarded niggas, a bug.
Billy Bob Thornton, too.
Yeah, him too.
When I knew he was one of the greatest when I seen him in Sling Blade. When he was that retarded motherfucker. I like mustard.
And he got like on the thick side, like he got like kind of big and shit playing that part. Cause he a little motherfucker, like
all the motherfuckers
like little, like, but he probably like 140, 50.
When I watched David Letterman is 6'1".
Right.
I'm 6'1". So when guests, even Mike Tyson, everybody that come on his show and you gotta shake hands, you'll stand up and all. I'm like, you's a little motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx, you's a little motherfucker.
But that Billy Bob Thornton, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Need gas.
That was a good movie.
It was.
I watched that.
It was. It was a sad movie too. Yeah. But I rooted for him.
I did too. Do you always, like, when you watch movies, you ever just like,
that's my favorite
I don't know what it is. I
movie.
always root for the bad guy for it. Hopefully the bad guy get away.
I kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when the bad guy does, I'll kill this motherfucker. The movie would have been over. All you gotta do is kill him. You, instead of shooting you, because I got you right here, just shoot him. You gotta tell his long ass speech. That's why the nigga tripped you with the gun and all that shit. Tariq, on Power, when Kane was fighting with his brother and shit, and you got the gun on him, like, nigga, if you was gonna kill him.
Right.
Talk all that goddamn.
But he had the look of hurt and despair in his eyes. He's like, cause he kill it, cause if you don't, I ain't gonna, you know I ain't gonna quit till I put a bullet in your head.
He wasn't either.
Came about that life.
He hearted, but he will never, ever, you know what I'm saying, be the kingpin. He will never be the boss. You're a goon.
Hey, turn that mic.
That's all you are a goon.
There you go.
A super goon.
Yeah, you're a goon. Because the boss is not getting his hands dirty. I'm gonna have you do it.
But you see in the last episode, I just watched it this morning. That's why I'm new up on it. But he told her, I'm not my mom. I'm not a mama's boy.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not your boy. I'm my own man.
Because that's what she was telling him. Because he kept saying like especially when they said, okay, your mom too old, she hurt, she just got shot up, we ain't fucking with her. If you ain't gonna bring my mama in when she get in, like, why you worried about your mama? You keep talking about your mama.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be the boss because it's like, your mom the boss. Even when the dad was in jail, the mom is the boss. Like you bust your ass for her approval, and you never gonna get it.
And you know what though? What's crazy about that? 2 things I like about that story, the show. How they've been going into her like the backstory of their growing up. That's
she found out her daughter was lying because she kept doing this.
Well, not even that. All that origin story part. But then I also like that.
And she was the hustler. It wasn't her baby dad.
Yeah.
Nigga, you was scared to ask the plug for the connection. Hey,
she said, fuck that, nigga.
I wouldn't got it. Nigga, this is it, right?
Yeah. But the other point I was trying to make is that's something like as sons do with mothers. Even their fathers too, and daughters and vice versa and all that. Where they always, you be kind of always wanting to please your mom or get respect from your mom or respect from your dad. And
That
Just
was where
for-
she put that lifestyle and money before her kids. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that when you was up there bagging up cocaine, and I don't know if this is movie shit. I never bagged up that much cocaine in my life, but when I do see certain movies, they got masks on and shit because you don't want to inhale that. And bitch, you got these little ass kids in this motherfucker bagging shit for you because it's so much, and you look over at your kids and shit, and then that's when that nigga say you never mix your kids in your business like that. Don't put my kids in the middle of this bullshit.
That's true.
That's how I knew, like, that's how I know, like, your kids was little and you've been putting that work before your kids. And I can't believe you drinking that water.
Because when she doing that, right, with her doing that, right, what it do is, like, you know, maybe like a lot of times how shit is today. When they, like how I think video games play a big part of the emotional outcome of a lot of ways that some of these young people today be doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to these killings and certain shit. Not because I'm saying like they copying the game. I think like the way they place the shit into your head, your mind kind of go into another place, I think. And it's like where it's like they teaching you not to have emotion about shit that you would have normally had when we were lived in a different time of, you know, people were more emotional about shit that people don't give a fuck about now. You know what I'm saying?
I would never blame that on video games because video games is just an outlook of a false, you know what I'm saying, reality.
But that's what I mean.
You will never
right?
be Incredible Hulk. You will never do that. It's that little nerdy motherfucker that's on the game and all that right there. Put a gun in his hand and he can be like, what? You the scary ass motherfucker. But there is a percentage, like I've seen little white people, you know what I'm saying, that you reenacted Grand Theft Auto and shit, that percentage is so small. What I blame is people. You know what I'm saying? Because we sat up there, like, you know, I was going to funerals, like, I think my whole life. You know what I'm saying? These people, like, I'm watching kids get buried and all this shit right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, I'm watching this. You know, I'm, like, probably in the 6th grade the first time, you know what I'm saying, Nicky Welch. You know what I'm saying? He walked to UDF on Parsons from the projects. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And some white boys got him. The motherfucker. You know we didn't like the Southside Wrecking Crew. They was some disrespectful ass white boys that will call you niggers and all that shit, and they gonna do it because you by yourself. Projects is here, you know what I'm saying? So Schottenstein's is over here, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta go.
So they was from more like Fifth and Innis on that side of Parsons, or they was on that side too? They
was on the side of that, and they was on the side over there where I forget their name. You know their name.
Make sure your mic turn. The actual mic. Make sure the white part is facing.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I know plenty of times motherfuckers getting their ass whooped and like we brought out the knockout shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I remember a time when we grew up when it was like if you jump somebody, it don't count. You know, so y'all had to double team. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was what it was.
One-on-one then.
And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tyson and everybody wanted to feel like what it's like to, you know what I'm saying, get knocked out. Then rap music got us believing that like, look, we niggas, we boys, you could be winning a fight. You could be beating the shit up, but 9 motherfuckers will still jump in on one motherfucking shit. Then that became fashionable and cool. That's why we had to roll, 50 fucking deep and shit. By rolling 50 deep and everything we doing at 13 and 12 and 14. We done seen motherfuckers. This ain't even my neighborhood, and I just seen
I had a pretty good crew. We had remember my crew guy back in the day? My crew, we was a whole bunch of
next time. This
me, Parks, Jay, and all them. Yeah. I remember Playboy told me like, man, y'all told me some shit about like y'all kind of bunch of y'all little motherfuckers.
Yeah, because that was the era.
That's what they said about Young Thug, one of the motherfuckers that's snitching. Yeah. He was like, man, it's a lot of them little motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I remember when we was still living on Kelly, you said some shit to me like that back in the day.
Yeah. But if you notice right here, when you just think back, like, you know what I'm saying, next time you see somebody got killed or somebody getting their ass beat or whatever, watch the crowd. You know what I'm saying? People got to be up close and personal. You got responsible and irresponsible parents and shit. Watch how many motherfucking 2-year-olds you see on the hip of some motherfuckers and shit watching that shit too.
Right.
You're there watching it. That's what desensitizes you to shit. I
get that. I mean, because when I was young, altercation happened and my mom's dude was shot. And I found him laid out, he was dead, and I don't know. I wonder sometimes if that has a play in my today life, like throughout my years, with the way that I look at shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you really don't know, you know, and as a kid, like I didn't look at it like, because I really fuck with dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, about 5.
Oh, you couldn't probably process it.
But I'm just saying, but like, you know, when you got, like, he was
it's in the back of your mind.
He's a positive dude in my life, like at the time. Like, you know, when your mom get with somebody, even as a little kid, if you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with him.
You can't even know what to do.
Yeah, but he was a cool nigga. He fucked with me. And,
you could have gave him CPR, though.
Nah, his brains was all over the place, my nigga.
See,
like,
that's some more detail right there. You really couldn't be like, whoa, what the... Oh,
but when I walked back in the room, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, because his name was Ellington. Then I was like, Mom, Ellington dead. And she was on the phone like, nah. And I was like, nah, for real. And she said, Don, go in there and tell him. And then
how long was he there?
I mean, it was a situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
because in my mind, when you said I walked in the room and she on the phone, I think she on the phone watching One Life to Live and all that stuff right here. And then Don is doing homework.
But a nigga came. My aunt then was staying with us.
We ain't gonna get into all
that, but...
Oh, I thought you wanted to know. I was just gonna tell the story like about the nigga.
But then nobody bring you though, so that was like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't
nobody bring me. It was just something I got into. But what I'm saying is like the mental capacity of situations that happen, how people carry it in their lives. But like,
I'm a firm believer. Coming out of the hood, you need to be, you know, like you get out of the army, and you got to get what they call it.
You shell shock, you got
some shit desensitized or some shit like that.
Some shit you gotta go through before you get out of the army.
When niggas
you even gotta go through it, yeah. So when you coming out of the hood, you gotta. I'm a firm believer. You gotta get fucking counseling coming out of the hood, moving into another area or moving in. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is.
I always believe
that
that quickly changes you because so many people are like, you know what I'm saying, like James Bell. No, James Bell. You know what I'm saying? You on parole or whatever the fuck you on and shit. This nigga had 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying? So no, I wanted to get 2 jobs. This nigga's the manager at the Jiffy Lube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I went in there and put an application. He gonna pull me to the side like, hey, look, Paul, you know what I'm saying? You can't come in here and do the shit that you do and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my job right here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be responsible. And I'm looking at him like, but you James Bell. You the most villainous motherfucker ever. You know what I'm saying? Like how?
Like a nigga might get knocked out.
You were always a bully to somebody's kid and shit. Like you telling me some responsibility shit right here. But when you get out the hood and all of a sudden now you gotta educate your other motherfucker. Hey. When you turn up in the driveway, turn your headlights out. Motherfuckers don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're doing a U-turn, if I'm gonna pull my shirt off because somebody else had to tell me. Because now your headlights is going right through their house and shit. They going to sleep earlier than us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like, I'm going to tell you, that's just like when I used to, it's like when you live, especially like when you live in somewhere, it's like common courtesy.
Yeah.
So if that's Miss Johnson them house, Miss Johnson them been living there, Miss Johnson park her car here every fucking day, and then a motherfucker pull up and park her. Fuck that, that's just, it's that public parking. It is. But it's still like a courtesy. Yeah. That's Miss Johnson's house.
So that suburb shit, we know here because we know whose cars not to sit on when we drinking and smoking weed, and we know people like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a dominancy thing. But when you move out into the suburbs and shit, it's like everything is dominancy because they're known to call police on your ass. Right. We're not scared of none of y'all out here.
You really can't even keep
we scared of y'all's phones
on the wrong.
We scared of y'all's phones and your fingers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Motherfuckers usually, predominantly, we ain't out in their neighborhood and they shit fucking shit up because they will call. As soon as you drive by the second time, they on the phone calling 911. Let them drive by one more time because they don't want, you know what I'm saying? I won't say us, they don't want poor people there.
Yeah, poor people, not just niggas.
Watch this right here. I done watched. Remember, what was the movie with Ice Cube and he was a little doughboy and shit with that
Trust Band?
Doughboy.
Oh,
Boys in the Hood.
No, I thought you said Dope Boy.
I started to hate when the dad was trying to teach him about the neighborhood and all. He said, "Why you think they put, you know what I'm saying? Why you think they put pawn shops, gun shops, and liquor stores in the black neighborhoods? You know, just look. I'm like, that is a conspiracy theory when I found out why. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a liquor store, right, and you want to put it somewhere, let's say in a rich neighborhood or suburb, right. They will see that and say that's bringing our property value down. So they will sit up there and protest you being there. And if you bring his property value down, you're gonna have to pay the offset of him and whoever the fuck else is trying to sell their house. So you like, I'm not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that money. So you gonna move somewhere, because it was on Parsons Avenue, a liquor store was on Parsons Avenue, Grove City, white neighborhood and all that shit right there. They put it in poor places purposely because we don't complain. If they put a liquor store up right now, a lot of us will be customers.
And you know what? That gotta be true, because I bought a lawnmower from a white boy in Dublin. So I'm riding out there. I'm riding down this long fucking road.
You know some dude on Wayne.
It's no fucking
rule.
No, it ain't rule. It's houses. It's a bunch of houses, but it's no fucking corner store. So when I get to him, I'm like, yo, you where the corner store? There ain't no goddamn corner stores around. He was like, man, it ain't no
carry out, nigga. Been there for 30, 40 years.
Once you pass such and such, it's over. But it's a Walgreens down the street.
Exactly.
So you know,
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring up a list. It ain't just gun shop, liquor stores, pawn shop. These motherfuckers don't want the stores there. And guess what? They don't even want Walmart there, because it brings outsiders to our shit. Yep. And then now these motherfuckers, it's poor people, it's whoever to go to these Walmart. And now you got these motherfuckers in our house breaking in our shit, and we don't know who did it.
I almost ran out of gas one time. You know them end tables I got upstairs. Yeah. I went and got them motherfuckers far out, right, and bought them from somebody. And I'm out that motherfucker, like I got the GPS on and everything, trying to find a gas station, thinking, oh, this ain't that far.
Yeah.
I'm out way past.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, oh, hell no. Ain't nowhere to get to nowhere. And it was in Delaware, past Delaware or some shit like that. But it was far. I ain't never been out there before. All new shit.
And they should be
closed. Whole new neighborhood.
They should be closed. Gas stations and shit. They should close like at 8:30 and shit. Like, we about to go to sleep. The whole area is about to go to sleep. We gotta go to work in the morning.
As soon as you pass Schrock,
they sleep at 10.
Fucking New Rome.
You feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, certain shit. When you pass certain shit, ain't nothing until you get there, motherfucker.
You gotta get in the car to travel to the plaza that everything is in and fuck around after you. Them joints, ain't no corner joints.
Look, another time, I was going to pick up some other shit, right? 270, you know, I go west and all that. I missed the turn. So now that's when the next exit is far away. That's the 5-mile exit, 10-mile exit and shit. Get off, like fuck this, get off, go. I was like, as long as I go right and turn right, it'll bring me back towards where I came from. All cornfields, ain't nothing around that motherfucker, nowhere, no gas station. They got it was when I came and got you. Remember, you was on the truck, and I took the shit and got off the exit.
Shit, yeah.
They was building shit, and I could have went this way and got to you.
Am I incorrigible? Because I lived in the suburb out west. You know what I'm saying? I was like in my 20s, 28 or some shit like that. And it was so quiet, it was awkwardly too fucking quiet. Not only that, and it was in the wintertime, you know what I'm saying? Because I smoked, past tense, cigarettes. So in the wintertime, like, ain't no corner stores or nothing. I gotta get in the car, warm that motherfucker up and all kind of shit right there. Where the fuck was that at and shit when I was super duper out west? I know it was a bunch of sheriff cars and shit.
Briggs.
Past that, a little bit past that. It was like
that's like out there. It's plenty of shit like over the years, because I know what you're saying. Like it's shit now where it wasn't, because right there where I used to work at by you know how Georgesville Road, and then it's a plaza which I got pulled over in with Jeannie Head, nigga, and the police pulled me over because I had my blinker on to go to the next turn. Motherfucker pulled me over there by the Waffle House. But the motherfucker right there, when you get past that, where the speedway is, by what's that, Mount Carmel West? Doctors West. When you get to Doctors West, right there, I went for a job interview. It wasn't shit past that. Hey, back in the day.
This ain't no shit be changing this shit when sidewalks and street lights start disappearing and shit. That's what you.
Or when they start forming now, because they start to build shit around everything.
You never saw the street lights down the street? Motherfuckers disappeared. Motherfuckers was getting in wrecks and everything.
Yeah. They built out the curbs. Some motherfucker. That shit caused more wrecks. It still be the same amount of wrecks right there, bro.
On Brighton and Kelton, Brighton and Franklin. You know what I'm saying? There was a test thing and they took that light out. Yeah. Used to be like right now it's a 4-way stop sign, but before that, when they took that light out, everything was getting smacked.
Some of the shit to where they taking the lights from is awkward as hell to me.
Now, cause they've been there for so long.
Yeah, they be awkward as hell. Like maybe they should put that shit back because it's that one down in Ohio. They should put that back on Ohio because
motherfuckers be getting smacked.
Yeah.
Because they're so used to it. They're used to it. I would prefer a stop sign. It ain't that many motherfuckers on here. What you need a red light for? Why the fuck? Like when you going down.
That's a busy street.
When you're going down Livingston, and you know the bridge before you get to Nelson. Why the fuck is this 2 lights there? Why? This light needs to fucking go. It shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's second. Yeah.
I hate that shit. And somebody always fucking around right there.
Shit, yeah.
Always.
I want to climb up there and just unscrew the bulb and shit.
I don't know. So y'all niggas, I know y'all saying, hold on, what you about to say first?
I was about to ask you about last week's guest and what did all those mushrooms do to you? I remember saying, keep the mushrooms on that side. I don't want it. No weed in my restrooms. You had the mushroom weed.
I know. Mika was like, son, I could tell something was
and that drink right there that you drunk. And he had the mushrooms in it. Ooh, I thought you was making for a second. I was about to ask you, what did he do last night?
Hey, Tierra. My daughter Tierra just stepped in the building. Hey, daughter, how are you?
He pulled his gun out on 3 different people last night.
Who?
You did?
No, I did.
I mean, last week off the mushroom.
No, I wouldn't have did.
Get out of my fucking room! Get out of my It's a dog. You was like Franklin. That's what you was like Franklin in the bathroom.
No, she know I wouldn't get that shit.
Mushrooms.
She'd be like, that nigga done laid down. He done got him something cold to drink and laid it down.
A biased woman.
But yeah, I was cool though. Like, it was hard good. How did you the Rose Road joint? Did you have that? Did you fuck with that?
My girl didn't like the rose, the rap that it was rolled in. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was rolled out of real roses or whatever.
Yeah, they were smooth.
But they had an aftertaste that I kind of didn't enjoy. It was an aftertaste.
What'd you say, Paul?
It hit smooth.
Are you smoking it too? The one with the mushrooms in it, or the one without the mushrooms in it?
Rose. I didn't.
Both of them was wrapped in roses.
One of the shrooms.
Where'd you get it from?
I rolled it.
Oh. Oh, you rolled your own. I thought maybe you were smoking with your. I thought you were smoking
some wedding flowers.
Drugs with your father. That's what I thought. You were smoking drugs with your father.
Hey, y'all.
Where's she at? In the room with her dad doing drugs?
She was not with her dad.
I be telling kids that too. Where my mom go? Oh, she in the car with them boys smoking, doing drugs.
Mom, niggas is emotional today, these years. But I know, what I was saying is, wanted to ask you. I know Paul got a big opinion about this, about LeBron's son being drafted into the NBA or placed or bought or what do you do when remember the white people that was they got convicted, the chick that used to be on Full House and all that shit, her and her husband.
Oh yeah,
and they was paying for tuition and
her
shit.
rowing. they upped her stats like a motherfucker. Like
yeah, they had fucking scholarship. They donated and bought a building probably or some shit or paid for the program.
You pay this dude. You know he had packages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'll up your grades, and I'll up your stats and shit on baseball.
But I'm saying to get into the school, they was like they normally probably wouldn't even been in the school. They was paying them.
No, he broke it all the way down. Like let's say you a coach at an Ivy League school right here, and let's say 22. You allowed to recruit 22 players, but it's an Ivy League school. You're not getting the best players. You're not getting Ezekiel Elliott and all the motherfuckers. You're not getting them. So guess what you'll do? You will sit up there and you will recruit 20 players. You got 2 more. You just sold them to. You just bought them. You just sold them to this dude right here. This dude gonna have you bring 2 garbage motherfuckers. That's one package right there. You know what I'm saying? Then he got a package where he can sit up there and make sure you get at least like you know what I'm saying A minus. You know what I'm saying, or a B. Make sure you
definitely that.
Or make sure you look like a fucking genius all throughout high school, all throughout this college and shit.
But I'm saying, but with Bronny, what did that nigga give to be like, man, y'all know y'all gotta
Nothing.
That's true.
Nothing.
y'all gotta draft my son. Y'all might as well.
First duo.
Right. It gotta be something sweet. Like,
Catch.
That's history.
it does make history.
That's
It's
probably
gonna,
never happen again.
It's a compromise. That's all that is. It's a compromise.
Him taking less money for another star, that gotta come into play.
You don't get your money back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
I'm saying Bron taking less money.
He ain't even gotta play for money no more. He just kick.
It's right there. It reminds me of Michael Jordan when he was in Major League Baseball. He wanted to be. We sent your ass to the minors. That nigga ain't never hit a fucking ball. That nigga would just swing, and he wanted to pose so bad. He would swing the bat, and then he would do his hand like this, and he would hold it there for like.
He definitely said every game, everybody watching like he gonna shoot the ball.
People only went there. You know what I'm saying? To see Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying?
Shoot a ball.
See something.
Like, yeah, like
so
the
he was just
great.
there to bring in more money. So whatever team that he went to, their sales went up. Watch the sales go up when that's you getting your money back. Because watch, people can't wait for me and LeBron, my son, to be on the same floor at the same time.
You know what else somebody told me?
It's gonna sell tickets.
But it ain't gonna be the first game.
Somebody told me the niggas Bronny's jersey blew out everybody's jersey numbers. Michael, LeBron, everybody.
I mean, I would.
Tierra lifting and closing.
Fucking.
I would also. You remember when Jay-Z, what's the dude in Cali that got shot? There's only one dude in Cali. Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? He bought like 1,000 copies of his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can see LeBron James buying all his jerseys. I can see you doing that.
I got
You about to give them away for free
first season
at a high school. Because I don't got one.
Plastic.
If all these are selling, how come I don't see them? I'm not seeing them.
You ain't gonna see him. Yeah, you ain't gonna see him.
I got LeBron James,
Still
the original shit.
No, how come?
And I got Michael Jordan's last when he played with the Wizards.
When LeBron James got signed to the Cavs before his first game, the jersey was out.
Now you got them signed. You gotta send somebody in that.
LeBron, you know you bought your son's jerseys.
For that
I'm
dollar.
gonna do it for you. They gonna be like,
You right.
Get out of here, dude.
You gotta lift them out. I gotta get a young one on that side. Then, like they don't want no.
I like Tracy.
Women.
I like Tracy Ross. Tracy
I'm
Ellis
in
Ross.
love with her, man. We friends on Facebook.
Her whole career, she kept saying, you know, somebody had to find out that was Diana Ross's daughter. Hey, shut the fuck up! Don't say that shit.
I knew earlier. I knew
the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
But then, you know, that's history. Ain't nobody gonna do this again, bro.
But you created. It didn't just happen. History's supposed to happen. You forced history.
It ain't supposed to just happen.
Like if I want to be in a history book so bad, and I'm gonna go look for Biden, and I'm gonna try to assassinate him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna force it.
They're not gonna look at that later on down the line.
Yes, they are.
Because what they doing now, the real thing that got him in there is social media type shit. The way everything is going now, like by him having
they ain't gonna give you got him in there.
No, what I'm saying is the Lakers themselves are going to eat in so many revenue aspects. They're going to be eating of seats being sold. They're going to be eating of promotion, marketing. They're going to be eating off everything that they make money off of right now because they have something to put people in the seats. You know what I'm saying? When they was losing, you know, when they wasn't losing bad, you know, they got to the playoffs, didn't they?
Listen right here. When y'all said history, right? You know, it's not gonna be like history with like Tom Brady winning all those rings and Michael Jordan winning all those rings.
I don't believe that either.
It's gonna be history like Layla Ali and Joe Frazier's daughter.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But that ain't on our forefront.
It's
somebody got to
money
dig it up and say, hey, but it didn't really bring no money. That girl was tall, skinny. She didn't know how to fight. She was doing
it's gonna bring you millions. Lakers making money off of it already.
When it's all over with, LeBron James, your name will be nowhere. People gonna forget about you like Lamar Ball's son.
They're gonna always bring you up
forget about you like Lamar Ball.
To do it.
I don't know.
What's his stats? What's the balls?
They're gonna
about the balls. Period.
He's the first son to play with his dad. That's the first
and
dad to play with his son.
First son,
father, on the same team. That's three.
He has yet to prove himself. So if he prove himself,
but he's not.
It's really gonna be.
Because I'm gonna give you an example right here. Just like the Mannings right here. That's 3 generations of quarterbacks.
He's four
now. Nobody forced it. Nobody said, "Oh, you're Archie Manning's son."
Don't know that.
No, these are all great fucking athletes
You
that
don't
did
know
what the
that.
fuck.
Hey,
They showed out in college.
I hear them talking about the whole
They showed
shit.
out in high school. They showed out in college, and they showed out in the NFL.
I hear them talking about Archie when they speak of, you know what I'm saying?
But they speak of what?
When they speak of the kids.
But Archie's name wasn't as big as the kid. Archie wasn't no
But
Peyton Manning.
I'm saying
Peyton Manning.
they talk about it like.
Watch this right here. That's just like almost you trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying, Whitaker's dad just did something to make sure he get the belt. No, who's the better athlete? You know what I'm saying?
Obviously,
not Whitaker, but Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather or his dad. Who's the better athlete? If you can go back in time, whatever, and put them against each other, Floyd Mayweather beat the shit out of his dad with his own moves. You know what I'm saying? And that's right there. That's not what's going to happen. That's not Archie, because Archie is not nowhere near. His stats ain't nowhere near none of his sons.
I think Bronny got a big chance of being.
And he didn't get a ring.
His dad walked on from high school, right?
Who?
His dad walked. Didn't LeBron go from high school?
Yeah.
So he was already in college, right? He wasn't a LeBron.
Love you.
I love you, babe. All right, Will. He was already a phenomenal player in high school. He doesn't have nothing else to do but to be able to get better. He's going to get better. Bronny, he's going to get better.
No, he wasn't phenomenal in high school. Time out. No.
He don't got to worry about being put out.
No, because your dad.
He don't got to worry about feeding his family. He don't got to worry about nothing but basketball.
And that's the thing. Because Bronny had LeBron in his life. Let's say he didn't have LeBron. His dad was Tyrone Smith down the street somewhere.
That's what we said.
Your energy will be just more, your hunger will be more in there. But you
I understand. I dig it. I know what you're saying.
You just so,
like it's like a privilege.
I wouldn't want it. I would have declined every goddamn thing. I don't even want to play on the same team with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this off the sweat of my own back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tracy.
I think this
Ross
got him in there. Now, you know, after a couple seasons.
Then get me in there, LeBron.
They gonna
Did you just
do
give him
something
motherfucking spot? Because in high school, he was not the man. There were several people on there that outscored him. There's several other people that said that they did way more shit. It was like
kind of like I know what you're saying though. It's kind of like a.
You was not the best team player.
It's kind of like how.
And you know how it's like.
Tierra was manager and well, Shawn didn't get the job because of that because they was hiring, but it helped. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I just told Paul that. You
It's
got a family member at Honda, you gonna get all the family members you can get.
That's completely different. You talking about a man
at 250 when they get hired on.
If you the motherfucking head supervisor over all the supervisors, you gonna put some family members in that need positions, bro.
I know at a job that you push buttons, but if you're a doctor, you're not gonna sit there and say, I'm gonna make my son a doctor too. He ain't go to school or nothing. I'm gonna make him a doctor. That's two different things. So you gotta put this situation. Listen, this is not a Family Dollar job where I'm gonna have my son, hey, hire my son to be a stock man right there. I can't go to somebody and say, hire my son to be a dentist. Hire my son to be a teacher. No, he got no
brother. Remember, he said, he quit school, quit college, said he was gonna join the family business.
Yeah, you know, you gotta up that job level, just like the NBA. Anybody talking about? Come on now, the NBA is like a doctor. It's the best of the best. You don't want the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying, on your heart.
But he's not the worst of the worst.
I bet you. What do you think LeBron said at the crib?
You know what I mean?
He's not the worst of the worst.
It's hundreds of thousands. Not only it probably even hundreds of thousands. It's probably millions of children that's that age trying to get into the NBA because, you know what I'm saying, the first round draft pick was a foreigner. You was a foreign motherfucker. So all these motherfuckers come from all over the place. You mean to tell me he's better than all of them? LeBron was better than all of them. Michael Jordan was better than all of them.
Well, it's a different time now, bro.
Yo, good shit. The Broadway Show podcast is being brought to you by.
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from Miss Kitchen when ain't no ingredients missing. I want a brisket. I like my cornbread this thick. Pick up the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Thank you, Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yup.
Our Famous Kitchen. Holler at us. We got you. 614-556-2174.
It's a chalkboard in the air, imaginary chalkboard in the air. Because every time you say the number, you stop, you pause, and you look up in that air.
I was about to say something else. I was gonna say something else. I was gonna be like, pork head taco.
On it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man. I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped on the strip.